What is up, my peeps? Welcome back to yet another amazing video. Please consider subscribing. We're almost at 1 million subs. Thank you very much. So before you wonder what the hell I'm doing, I'm on the outside and I want to actually hear how the audio will fare against the wind because it's mildly windy right now. Now, it has been a minute or two, or rather exactly 86,400 since my last video dropped, but there has been a good reason. Here's why. That entire sequence was shot by the GoPro Hero 9, which is what is recording me right now. It's somewhat decent. On brightly lit scenarios like this, it's actually pretty good. Right now I'm actually doing 1080 60p. I don't want to do 4K because it takes way too much space. But as you can see here, it's either hit or miss. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get really terrible video. But if you do, it's actually pretty amazing. I have been meaning to upgrade to the Insta360 instead of this because of, you know, everything else that you can do with that thing compared to this. But that thing is like 20,000 extra bob above this one. So for now, I couldn't really get a justification for getting it. But very soon, hopefully, I will. I can just imagine the types of shot that I will get with the 360. Just phenomenal. The other reason why I haven't been able to upload until now is because I actually lost my Akaso. It's the action camera that I was using before this. I lost it while I was working on the Kawasaki 300 video. A very epic video that was supposed to come, but it got lost even with the SD card, so I didn't have the footage of my POV shots. But I have a few from the Canon that I use to record from a different angle.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want.
On that video, something very bad happened. I blew the pistol for the Kawasaki 300. That was absolutely terrible. It may or may not have been because of my terrible wheelies while slamming that thing to the ground, but that is inconclusive for now. The fundis, the mechanics said that it's probably not Kalulu, so the mechanics said that it's probably not the wheelies, but we're not sure yet. So it was quite rough. Over 200,000 was spent on getting another engine. A valve which broke at around 145 kilometers per hour hit the piston, hit the crankshaft, and basically destroyed the bike. So we had to push it over 50 kilometers using this trusty Haojin Warrior, which I wheelie all day long and nothing happens. So I guess maybe don't buy those bikes if you don't have money. So back to this Hero 9. My biggest gripe with it is its price. Sure, it's technically value for money, but it's still very expensive. I got this one at about 45,000 Kenya shillings, including the SD card, and it only came with a single mount and a single lock, the battery and a USB-C charging cable, and that's all you get. The Akaso, on the other hand, was 17,000 bob, and I got so many mounts and clamps that it almost makes no sense. Another annoying thing is the audio. I have to get a medium mod, which here in Kenya is 20,000 Kenya shillings, which is a no for me. I'm just going to be using a lapel mic. I'm going to be recording straight to the phone and syncing the audio. I don't mind doing that. It's a little bit less convenient, but a lot cheaper. The battery also sucks. You're definitely going to be needing another one or two if you want to be recording relatively longer content. This one barely gets to 1 hour. The HD is pleasantly, surprisingly usable on this one, unlike the one on my Akaso. That thing was basically garbage compared to this. It's so good that I don't see any need of actually filming in 4K because, again, of the massive file sizes. I don't really have enough space in my layer to store all this data so far. On a 64 GB mem card like the one I have, 4K will give you about 1 hour 11 minutes and HD will give you about 1 hour 57 minutes, which is obviously much better than the 4K, so you should check on that. 5K, I really don't care about that. It's here, but I'm probably not going to use it because my memory is like that of a poor person in that it's very limited, so I'm not even going to try. I was afraid of the overheating and freezing issues, which I have seen quite a bit on YouTube about these cameras, but so far I haven't had any of that even once. I haven't recorded for that long, but I think what I've recorded is substantial, so I'm guessing maybe firmware updates have made sure that those are gone or less, or maybe I'm lucky. We'll see in a few more videos. I'll keep you updated. However, the thing actually gets hot to the touch the longer you record. So I was actually pretty surprised that it kept on recording, even though when I was touching the thing, it was actually substantially hot. You definitely need NDs if you want a higher quality without having to hassle with the shutter speed. If you want to leave the shutter speed on auto, the ND will be very important because limiting that shutter speed without an ND will obviously overexpose your image, and it will be even worse than not limiting the shutter speed. So more videos are coming. Any bike that I haven't reviewed, I promise I'm looking into it. Just keep telling me in the comments. Some are very difficult to find, but should I find them, I'll definitely review. It's not so simple to actually get a bike for review. I've said this quite a number of times. People are very stingy with the bikes, even the small bikes like the 125s and the 150cc's. But I'm actually actively looking to review bikes. And again, it's not my only job, so time again can be a problem, but I'm actually still willing to do this. If any of you has any bike for me to review, tell me down in the comments below, or I'll leave down the link on my IG and Facebook. You can contact me there and we'll get in touch. So long as you're around Nakuru, maybe Nairobi, we'll arrange something. Stay safe, ride safe.
Keep dreaming.